What's up, guys? I am about to start on a dinner roll recipe. Today's Monday, yesterday Sunday, the first day of this new, the first day of the 4th week of this pantry / freezer challenge. We went to dinner at a friend's house, and so I bought the rolls and I made 2 batches of it, so I think it was about 25 to 26 rolls, and there's none left. The rolls were really delicious. I decided that I have some leftover chicken inside the refrigerator, and so I'm going to actually turn it into kind of like a chicken salad. I don't have like the regular stuff you would put in it, like grapes or celery or anything like that, but I want to have chicken sandwiches. I found this lone can of tomato soup, and so we're gonna have that. I did get another can of chicken, just in case there's not enough. I think we have 1 thigh and then some random shredded chicken. Actually, no, I'm lying. I don't need this can because I just remembered that there's an actual whole new bag of chicken that I pulled out the freezer that was already shredded. So I actually don't need this can. And then I got a can of mixed vegetables. We already have some leftover mixed vegetables from a dinner previously. So I'm gonna make a double batch again. So I have 2 cups of warm water in here, 2 tablespoons of yeast, a half a cup of sugar, and 2/3 cups of oil in here. And I'm gonna let that sit and rise. I'm gonna end up needing probably 6.5 cups of flour and I think 2 tablespoons of butter or shortening. I'm gonna use shortening. And I can actually open a can of the peach barbecue sauce that I made, and we probably could have barbecue pulled sandwiches. Now it's making me go a totally different direction. If I have barbecue pulled sandwiches, I could still have mixed vegetables. And then I could probably have beans. But I want to use this can of soup because it's just sitting there. Gotta think. I forgot I'm going to need 2 eggs in this recipe. I have an ongoing list of things I'll need at the end of this month. I know that I'll need all-purpose flour, bread flour, what else? That's all I can think about at the moment, but I do have a list of stuff that I need. I'm gonna need to get more all-purpose flour in order to put the last 2 cups in there. So this is actually all of the all-purpose flour I have left in this house. That's crazy. We did a good job using flour this month, and I have about the same amount, maybe a little more of bread flour. So I don't know if that'll get me through. We still have a week left, and we don't have, I think we only have a half a loaf of sandwich bread. So that should be interesting. Maybe we'll definitely have enough to make 1 more. So this is what the roll dough is looking like. I'm so tired. It's been a busy day. Okay, the rolls just came out and I finished rubbing them with some butter herb sauce. I have the chicken back there, the soup, the vegetables. This meal was so easy because I only had to make the rolls. The chicken was already done previously. Barbecue sauce I just added some salt. I just added a cup of milk to the tomato soup, and then opened the can of vegetables. So dinner served. Okay, tonight for dinner I am going to make tuna noodles, which, oh man, I just remembered as soon as I said that I remembered I don't have any mayonnaise. So let me see. I could make some mayonnaise with some oil. Okay, I might have to make mayonnaise because I had my mind set on tuna noodles, and I just put the Instapot. I just filled the Instapot with water. And I don't think I have any substitute for mayonnaise at the moment. Okay, I decided. I'm going to use this can of coconut milk. It is full fat, and so it will have like a thick layer of cream on top. I'm going to add in this can of mixed vegetables. I am going to drain it. And I have macaroni noodles. Usually when I make my pasta, I measure out 4 cups and then let it go in the Instapot for 5 minutes. But the noodles that I bought this time from Aldi, I bought like a lot of bags of them. And for whatever reason, the first time I tried to use them and let them pressure cook for 5 minutes, it overcooked them. They turned to mush. And so I don't do that anymore. I'm just sauteing. I have my water on saute. And I'm just going to basically boil the noodles. It's like literally like 2 minutes. Inside the Instapot, drain it, add the coconut cream, the mixed vegetables, the tuna, and some cheese. This will not be everyone's favorite meal because my girls don't really like the mixed vegetables. Well, really no one really likes the mixed vegetables, and my son doesn't like, where's that spoon at? My son doesn't like coconut anything. And every time I've tried to think that I snuck it in there or that I didn't taste it, he'll be like, this tastes good, but I mean, it tastes weird. Like, he's like, it's all right, it tastes weird. And then when he finds out it's because coconut's in there, it's like, I knew it. I knew it tasted weird. So he'll eat it, but this is so thick. So this is definitely kind of like tuna casserole. I just call it tuna noodles. Usually I just put tuna, the noodles, mayonnaise, probably mustard, relish. This time I have the tuna, the noodles, coconut cream, cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, the mixed vegetables, and that is it. It does look like a casserole. You could probably just put this on a baking sheet and then cover it with breadcrumbs, but I'm not going to. This came together in, I would say, less than 10 minutes, definitely, the time it took to boil the noodles. And I did over boil them because I didn't realize that my Instapot had turned off, and so it was kind of just sitting in water that when it wasn't boiling. But it is, let me see, super cheesy. It's kind of like macaroni, but with tuna. So I'm hoping that that cheese makes everything better and my kids enjoy it. They went to go put away the ducks and then they'll come in and eat, and then we have to go get my son once we finish eating. So we are at the end of our pantry challenge. The last 2 meals that was made, I was not here for either one of them. My son made spaghetti, I was at counseling, and then he made pizza, which was Pizza Friday, and then Saturday we had leftovers. So that completed the 4th week of the pantry challenge. We are actually completely out of now bread flour and all-purpose flour. This is all the brown sugar that we have in the whole house. I started with 2 whole containers of this powdered milk, and now I only have 1 container. We have no more oatmeal. We have no more avocado oil in the house. We have no more syrup. And so definitely I've been creating a list of all of the things that I need to go shopping for, because if we have no flour in the house, that means we have no bread. And so I either have to go buy bread or buy more flour. And so my hope is to get to the store pretty soon, probably later this week, and get stocked up back up on my bulk supplies, because this was I do refill these from 5-gallon buckets, but my 5-gallon buckets are empty at the moment. We are also pretty low on cheeses. I'm going to show you my pantry that was built into this house and show you what it's looking like. So this is usually pretty full and lots of empty containers going on in here. This whole shelf was filled with store-bought cans, and I think some of them were stacked even 3 high. And so we did use some olives. I still have some more olives that I need to use up. We have no more tuna. We did use some canned spinach. We used canned corn, mixed vegetables. We used up a can of potatoes, lots of broth, lots of beans. That's all I have left. We only have 3, 6, 7 more cans of barbecue sauce, and I think we started with probably 12. Still have all of the peach jalapeno jelly. We didn't use any of that. We did use some cans of chicken, but we still have plenty more. What we are missing is this is our last can of beef, and so I am going to need to can some more beef. So I would definitely say that this month was a success as far as using some pantry staples, and now I need to replenish. I did want to see if I could go into the month of February. We are actually in the month of February now when I'm filming this, but as you see, there's lots of holes in things that I would need to continue, and so I don't think that I am going to, continue calling this a pantry slash freezer challenge, because we did the goal as far as using the stuff that I wanted to for that month, and it did cause lots of changes once my son started baseball. Kind of changed the whole meal plan, and so I think going forward into the next month, now that I kind of have our schedule down as far as knowing when baseball practices is, when I'm not going to be here, I think sticking to spaghetti on Thursdays and pizza on Fridays is really good, because those are both simple things that my husband or my children can make, and it's quick and it's easy. We also completely freed one of our freezers in the garage, and then also our other 2 freezers inside the glass room are definitely looking, they're not completely full to the top anymore, and so we did get a good bit of frozen food out of my deep freezers, a good bit of frozen food out of my stand-up freezer in my kitchen, because that's not as full as it was at the beginning of the month, and so we definitely made progress. I'll continue to make progress. I don't think I'm going to be filming it anymore or calling it a pantry challenge, but I am so grateful for this opportunity that I got to do it and participate in the 3 Rivers pantry challenge. Thank you to everyone who came along on this challenge with me, and now I definitely look forward to seed starting time. It is going to be so exciting, and I can't wait for this garden season coming up and saving all the produce, and now having a full functioning kitchen to be able to can and do all of the things.